It's 2:47 a.m. You're not asleep. You haven't been for a while. You're lying there, staring at the ceiling, feeling tired in your body but unable to turn your mind off. Your phone is next to you, still glowing, and even though you know you shouldn't, you reach for it anyway. You open the conversation. That one, the one you've already checked too many times. It wasn't a bad conversation. Nothing awkward happened, nothing clearly went wrong. And yet, something feels off. You scroll through it again, slower this time, reading every message like there's something hidden between the lines. The same words, the same tone, the same normal interaction, but your brain doesn't see normal. It sees uncertainty. You stop at the last message. Let's meet tomorrow. And suddenly you remember how it felt to send that. You were typing, stopping, deleting, rewriting the same sentence again and again, trying to make it sound better, safer, more acceptable. And only after all that, you pressed send. The next day you're walking. From the outside, everything looks fine. You move normally, you look calm. But inside, there's tension, a quiet pressure that doesn't leave. You reach the cafe and pause for a second before going in. You take a breath, like you're preparing for something important. Then you walk inside. They're already there. You sit down. You smile. You start talking. Everything looks normal again. You nod. You respond. You laugh at the right moments. But inside, something still feels off. Because while you're talking, you're also watching yourself talk. You're analyzing every word as you say it. What should I say next? How should I phrase this? Did that sound weird? You're not just in the conversation. You're monitoring it in real time. You start a sentence and question it halfway through. You adjust your tone, change your words, correct yourself mid-thought. Again and again. You watch their face, their reactions, their pauses, trying to decode everything. At some point, it stops feeling like a conversation and starts feeling like a performance. And then everything shifts. The cafe fades away. Now, it feels like you're on a stage, a spotlight above you. People watching, waiting, judging. Every word feels heavier. Every pause feels dangerous. Your brain doesn't slow down. Even when the conversation ends, it doesn't stop. You stand up, you say goodbye, you walk out. The moment you step outside, everything becomes quiet, too quiet. You start walking. At first, you're still replaying everything, every sentence, every reaction, every pause, trying to find the exact moment something went wrong. But after a few steps, something shifts. Your pace slows down. Your shoulders drop. You exhale deeply. And that's when you feel it. That heavy mental exhaustion. Not in your body, in your head. You reach your building, open the door, and step inside. The silence feels different now. You walk through the hallway slowly. You enter your room. Same space, same bed. You drop your keys. Sit down, then fall back, staring at the ceiling again. Your phone lights up. A message from them. You look at it, but don't open it. You turn the phone over. Another notification. This time you pick it up. You open the chat. You start typing. Then stop. Delete everything. Lock the phone. Put it away. Why am I like this? You sit up and look around your room. Nothing changed. Everything is the same, except how you feel. You stand up and walk to the mirror. You look at yourself. Really look. You try to adjust your posture, your expression, like you always do, but then you stop. Because you notice something. You're not reacting to them. You're reacting to yourself. You've been watching yourself the whole time, correcting, filtering, controlling. Your brain thinks it's helping. It thinks that if it controls everything, nothing will go wrong. But that's not what's happening. You're not experiencing the conversation. You're managing it. And that's what drains you. Not people, not talking, control. And even after you understand it, your mind doesn't stop right away. It comes back again. Quieter this time, but still there. What if you're wrong? What if you're just overthinking less what's but still wrong? It tries to pull you back into the same loop, back into fixing, correcting, controlling. Because that's what it knows. That's what it's been doing for so long, and for a moment, you almost follow it again. Almost. But then you notice something different. You don't need to fight it. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to solve every thought. You just let it be there, without reacting. And without you feeding it, it slowly loses strength, not instantly, not perfectly, but enough. Enough for you to feel space again. Enough for you to breathe. Enough to realize you were never the thoughts. You were just the one listening to them. You take a breath. Something in you relaxes. What if I don't need to control everything? What if a pause is just a pause? You pick up your phone again, open the chat, type your message. This time, you don't delete anything. You don't fix anything. You just send it. The next day, you walk the same street again, but it feels different. Lighter. You enter the cafe. Sit down. They smile. You smile back. You start talking. You say something, and then there's a pause. For a second, your brain waits, waiting for you to fix it, but you don't. You stay present. They respond normally. Nothing breaks. Nothing goes wrong. And the conversation continues. Easier now. More natural. Without pressure. Without control. And for the first time in a long time, and you notice something else. Nothing changed around you. The same place, the same person, the same moment. The only thing that changed, and you can finally feel it, was you. It feels simple. It feels calm. It feels human.